Hello everyone, and welcome to the Starving Dragons video unboxing of the Logitech G502 Proteus Core mouse. Now this is Logitech's flagship wired mouse, so let's just take a look at the box. So I really like this hinge. You can see inside there. Inside it says exclusive Delta Zero sensor technology, now with custom surface calibration. The exclusive high accuracy Logitech G gaming sensor in G502 Proteus Core can be tuned to even higher levels of performance, matched to your preferred gaming surface through software imaging calibration. Sounds very fancy, and science wins apparently, which everybody knows that's the case. It's very nicely presented behind some perspex. There's a lot of thought gone into the packaging, because even the hinge is actually magnetized. So if I you can see it sort of snaps, and there's a bit of force required to actually open it, which is quite nice. On the left-hand side of the box, you've got the tracking specification saying it does from 200 to 1200 DPI. Sorry, to 12,000 DPI. That's a lot. A max acceleration of 40 G, max speed of 300 inches per second, USB 16-bit access, USB response rate, report rate is 1000, so it pulls one every millisecond. It's got a dynamic coefficient of friction of 0.10 micro somethings, and a static coefficient of friction of 0.15 micro somethings. Very interesting. Durability, it reckons it's good for 20 million clicks on the left and right buttons, and the feet are good for 250 kilometers of movement. It's always nice to know. Apparently it's got 11 programmable buttons and controls, including a DPI shift button, surface tunable gaming sensor with exclusive Delta Zero technology. You can add up to 5 3.6 gram weights for personalized mass and balance. It's got 5 on-the-fly adjustable DPI settings from 200 to 12,000. Improved dual mode, hyper-fast scroll wheel. So that's you click once and it scrolls, click again and it kind of free flies. 3 onboard profiles that you can switch between. It's got a durable braided cable, ultra low friction feet, apparently. Other than that, on the bottom of the box, it just says that it supports Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows Vista, and it needs a powered USB port. Interestingly, even though this is their flagship model, there's no mention of Windows 10 support, but I guess when it was released, that wasn't around. So let's see if we can get into this thing, which is always going to be the next issue. And there's loads and loads and loads of sticky tape on the top, so, oh my god. You might have to bear with me a second. Wow, I'm going to need a knife. Good old trusty Stanley knife. To the rescue. And we should be in. Let's see if we can get in now. What? It's attached via the plastic shelf edge. So, it's definitely well packaged. You're not going to get into this without in a hurry. Hey, and that's pretty normal. Everything's on the back. So we've got a quick setup guide from the looks of it. Some European gumph. Quick setup guide is quite simple. Take the back off, put in weights, or remove them. Go to Logitech's support website, download the software, and that's your lot. So, and there's that magnet for the door. So, let's see if we can get this out. Whee, and the back's... no, that's not the back, that's the weight tray. Okay, let's keep that together. So, here is the mouse. I've got to say, it's It's an aggressive looking mouse compared with the last G500, which is what it is set to replace. Ooh, I like that. That's a very tactile. You know, you can definitely tell you scrolled that, and if I press that, yep, that's free scrolling for you. Definitely, I'll see if I can get a close-up of it. Hold on. Definitely pretty friction-free. So that's nice. I've got to say, in the hand, it's you can tell that it's got these tactile rubber. Hold on, if I can get the camera to focus on it. Let's go out a bit more. You can see that it's got these rubber strippy bits. That was quite nice in your thumb. Definitely. And the same goes on the other side. There's this is all sort of rubberized and textured to try and get you to make sure your hand doesn't slip. Now I've got big hands. I've got huge, ginormous hands. I gotta say that feels pretty comfortable. I heard a lot of complaints about it's too easy to hit the DPI buttons, which are these two on the side here when you're left clicking. I have to say, personally for me, where my hand seems to naturally rest, I actually would have to move my finger. And it's probably quite easy to left click when you're changing the DPI, but actually accidentally click the DPI changing? I don't think so. I think that's fairly okay. So you get this little Logitech, let's see if I can get it to focus on that. Logitech case, and inside here should be all of the weights that you can add to the base. So I guess first off, let's see how it feels now. Actually, I'm quite surprised. It feels reasonably weighty already. Now, I've got an RTFM because I can't remember which way it's meant to slide. So it's pinch from the side, swing out. So, oh god. Okay, so it comes off. Okay, so as you can see, at the moment, it doesn't actually have any weights in it whatsoever. So, let's go for the absolute opposite of unladen, and let's go the whole hog. Let's see if I can get that one out. So this is going to be max weight now. Let's push those down in there. It's only, I mean, we're talking about 3.6 grams per weight, so it's not exactly a phenomenal amount of weight here, but yeah, it's definitely made a bit of a difference. Personally, I like my mice on the heavier side. I find the cable doesn't affect them quite so much. In terms of cable drag. Ooh, I'm flying out. If the mouse is heavier then, and you need more force to move it, then generally cable drag generally doesn't affect you quite so much. So I'm going to go for the whole hog here. And clip that back in there. Like that. A little bit surprised at how it's just a magnet again. So there's a circular hole here, there's a rubberized bit here, and again I think it's just magnetized. I don't think there's actually anything more clever than that. It does come off quite easily, but obviously when you go out on the surface it's not going to come off, you know. I gotta say that's quite a heavy mouse now. Feels good though. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with that. The weight customization, it feels good in the hand. You can't move the some of the mice I've used in the past allow you to move the thumb buttons. They are where they are in this. Thankfully, they're pretty much perfect. I like the end button. That's definitely a nice touch. Quite often in FPS games I have reload on these buttons, traditionally on that one, but actually that one's probably even more comfortable to use. So yeah, that's nice. The DPI buttons shifting here and here. Like I said, I don't think you're going to accidentally click those instead of the left click. The mouse feels good, it feels responsive, buttons feel nice and tactile. Generally, my girlfriend's already attached to it. All in all, I'm pretty happy with that. It also goes very, very, this isn't a massively low friction surface and it's already quite slippy. So yeah, that's quite good. The length of cable seems to be pretty decent as well. I mean, this is obviously bundled, but let's see how long we've got here. That's probably like 30 centimeters plus. Wow, this is a lot of cable. So yeah, so mouse. That's a really good length cable. I don't think anyone's going to have any problems with the cable not being long enough, and it's braided really, really well. So I mean, it's good quality braiding. I don't think that's going to snag or get too twisted or anything. So and there you have it, the Logitech G502 Proteus Core. Decent bit of kit. I'll let you guys know what I think of it.